Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining for another video. Today we are moving onwards to another 30 days of sketches video, and of course today is day 10. We are at the third point mark. So today's sketch has been designed by Brooklyn Rough, and it is this gorgeous sketch here. So we have this big strip, sort of like vertical strip, straight across the page. So it's kind of half and half, but not. Two photos and then embellishments here and here with the title here. Quite simple, but I think very effective, and I do love it. So thank you to Brooklyn for today's inspiration, and of course thank you to Christy for all of your hard work. So I am using Vicky Boutin Print Shop with a little bit of Cocoa Vanilla No Limits collection. So just one look at the sketch for you. Of course, you can hop along to the Facebook group, the link is down below, and play along with the sketches. You can also click the playlist down below and see what everybody else has been up to here on YouTube. But for me, we are going to get cracking. So I have two photos, and it's two more illustrations following the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. So we've got this one with a Winnie the Pooh, and this one with Paddington and a Corgi, and they both really touch my heart, so I do want to document them. I have one more of these style to do with a lot of alphas. So I look forward to doing that with you at some point. I don't know whether it'll be a 30 days of sketches or not. It just depends whether it works or not. So I have already gone ahead through the papery pack, because it does take quite a while because there are 200 pieces, 100 different pieces. And I've basically used some of the stickers and washi, stickers and paper pieces, and layered lots behind, which is what I love to do. I just started with the photo and started tucking things in. So we've got a flower, some labels, and then on this one we've got a notebook edge, another flower, and then they're both overall matted on this sort of vintage style blue. I also have gone through the ephemera pack. It's mostly florals, to be honest. Florals, leaves, butterflies, a couple of bulldog clips and a word, a couple of chipboard pieces, and of course the puffy stickers. I have these to potentially add for journaling. These are from the papery pack as well, recorded. And I've got a couple of frames which I'm probably not going to use now. These are from No Limits, as well as the puffy stars. And I've also got all of the stars out of the ephemera pack of No Limits, because I was going to go down the star route. I don't know whether we are now or not. Let's see how it goes. And some wooden stars, and then this piece from No Limits as well. I've got all the embellishments for all of this collection, and I've also pulled out alphas that may well be suitable. I just don't think the alphas with this collection are suitable for this layout, because it's quite a poignant, special kind of vibe, and I don't really want the fun vibe. So, for my background, I am using Archives. It's a ledger, so it's got me straight away. I love it. It's a different kind of one, like we've got 5 columns plus this column here. It would be fun to use like that, actually, as some sort of list, and then document that. The reverse side is hello with the glasses and this ruler at the top. So I am going to trim off that branding strip, and then we can start building our layout. So I have added a third piece here. So I've got green, red and blue because they're the colours represented in our photo. Green, red and blue. Green, red and blue. So it kind of works, this one being the prominent photograph because of Paddington. So I went through the papers in the collection and pulled out these three. So you can see down here we have one that's a big strip, and then one tucked behind it. I've done that, so we've got the green and the blue, and then I've added the red one on top to give us a little bit more detail there. So let's get this on first. So that is going to go roughly there, and then let's put this one on. So these are various papers from the collection. They are all, I believe, loose sheets. I tend to go for loose sheets before I go for the paper pad. I don't know why. But I do have both of them because there are exclusive papers in the paper pad this time, which makes complete sense to me. After all, they are a business and they want us to buy all the papers and all the paper pads. Not that I wouldn't with Vicky Bootin, but there we go. So now we're going to get this on our layout. So they're not perfectly, like this has got more at the bottom, as is this, but I kind of like that vibe. Here is the middle, so we want this to go roughly here. So I'd love to know if any of you have indeed been playing along with 30 Days of Sketches. Are you doing them day by day? Are you just doing the ones that take your fancy? Are you committing to do them all? Are there any that you struggled with so far? Are there any that you've been like, oh my god, that's amazing, I need to do that immediately? Definitely a couple like that for me. For example, I've already done a couple coming up later in the month. Okay, so there is our basic background done, and I love this design. Love it. It's probably not as straight as it could be, but I'm not even going to attempt to take that off now. So for our photos, I've already planned that this is going there, this is going there. I don't mind if I hide these people here because we've got some of them here. My idea being that we would probably tuck it into the blue paper. I think the blue paper, because it's dark, it gives it that central sort of definition rather. So it's clearly like, that's that side, that's that side. That makes sense? So let's get this stuck down. You do have to be careful with the papery pack because it is thin paper, so it does split quite easily. And what I've done there is I've tucked the flower behind there so we have a bit more of the green showing. I just love this collection. I am loving creating with it. Vicky has outdone herself, I think. So there are our photos, and we've got roughly the same space here, and here, and here. I have used different kinds of embellishments, so this is obviously not going to be perfect, but it works for me. Now, if we look at our sketch, our title is down here, and then we've got some clusters here and here. For my title, I did think something like poignant moments or special moments or something like that. Let's have a look. So that's probably not going to work. So we could have blue. I think that would work, okay. Or is this blue better? I always have a hard trouble with this. Okay, or we have this puffy one. I think I'm going to go puffy. These are the outfits from Jen Hadfield. I've got about 5 packs of these because I love them. It's a gorgeous navy colour. And they're actually called navy. Very helpful indeed. It's also you can't tell that much that one is navy and one is black. Whilst you can tell, it's not a huge difference. So I think that works and it looks quite lovely. Just checking the spelling there, just to make sure. So let's go with that roughly there. I'm going to use my Fandangy tweezers. Okay, so P and an O. So I'm going to carry on and get that in, and I'll be right back. So there we have our title down. Poignant moments, which I think sums up these photographs very, very well. It was such a sad time, and we had all these artists coming out with these gorgeous photos. So obviously it's not my artwork, they're freely available on the internet, and I just wanted to document that. So we have stuck to the sketch pretty well, actually. Photo strip title. So on our sketch we'd then have some embellishments here and here. I don't know where we'll end up with that, but let's give it a try. So I have the ephemera that I've already picked out here, plus all of this. So I was, as I said, going to use these stars. I wanted to bring some stars in. I also have these, and these are Heidi Swap stars. They're acetate. So I did want to bring some of these in. So let's see if we can make that work. Let's see, I've just cut a bit off that one. I think we can. Because, let's face it, the Queen was most definitely a star. So it kind of works. And for me, a star is just a shape. It doesn't really have a meaning as such. Okay. I always find it hard. I don't know about you. I always find it hard to layer stars. So do you know, like this? It's like, where do I put it? Where should I put it? Okay. I feel like we should have an open one down here as well. So let me just take some of this one off. If you're tucking it, you can always cut it apart, because like with that, you can't tell that I've taken this bit off. So if you've already stuck things down and you can't really get it back in. So let's stick that one down. So we've got that. It's also a good way of extending your embellishments if you want to. I personally haven't kept those offcuts because they are so small, it's a bit pointless for me. But you could definitely keep them. Okay, so then we have got some more stars. I don't know, doesn't feel right now. And I'm not sure if we need this black. I did pull in these black pieces, which is going to pull in this black. These being like bulldog clips, which I thought could go on top like this. So let's do that. I think that works. They are slightly bigger. This one's slightly bigger rather than that one. There we go. It's just like we've clipped them up sort of thing. And it also gives us a bit more of that black element. Now we do have, of course, some florals. I've just cut a corner off that so I don't have to force it up too much. So now that looks like a full floral when in fact it isn't. It's just if, like me, you like to do your photo elements first, it's just an easier way of getting things in after you've stuck them down. Okay. Now we do have some leaves, which is something else I do struggle with. I struggle with a lot, to be fair. They're just a little bit too big, I think. I do like that, but I am going to cut the base of that off just to make it easier for myself to get that in. Then let's bring another flower over this side. Maybe this is where we could get a leaf in. Okay, I might actually be able to use these leaves. Let's see. So I'm going to put them there and then just cut this one off, taking it off the page as we do. I think that kind of works. We could potentially get a blue leaf in there. Nope. Okay. I'm glad I've got a couple of those in anyway. There we go. So most of our embellishments are going to be florals. It's sometimes hard on layouts like this to know what might work, because obviously it's not a happy occasion, but it's something that you want to remember. So yeah. Now I would like to use some more stars. Let's see how that goes then. So let's look at the thicker chipboards and the stickers. Turning to the chipboard first. There is not going to be many of these to use, but just a couple. Like we've got Celebrate, and we're definitely celebrating the life of the Queen here. So we can use that for sure. We've got this lovely sort of banner piece here, just to bring in a bit more of that blue. Okay, what about this? Is I love these arrows. I've long struggled with Vicky's arrows. Everyday Magic, awesome. This special would work actually. I have covered a little bit of the dog, but that was bound to happen. Poignant Special Moments. So we've extended our title with that chipboard piece. One thing I do love is this. Can't wait to use this on a layout, along with the camera. Okay. Looking at these are the 6x12 stickers. Let's have a look. Yeah, so there isn't much at all. original would work, but it's kind of the wrong colour. This could work down the side. So let's pop that in here. That's a tab piece that just says noted, just for that little extra detail there. Okay. Turning to the sticker book, and these are all paper stickers, so unlike some other American craft sticker books where some of them are clear or washy, these are all just cardstock, which I do prefer, I have to say. I do prefer the cardstock. I will use some of the clear, like Paige Evans is clear, some of them, but they'll mostly be used in like my planner as opposed to on a scrapbook page, because I just don't like them on a scrapbook page. Maybe I'm being pernickety there, but it is what it is. So I've just added one of those tabs there. You can only see a little bit, but it's that other splash of black to tie it all in together. I kind of feel like I want to add something here and here, but that's not what the sketch says. So I'm going to try not to today. I'm going to try and stick to the sketch because I do love it. Now we have this tab, banner, flag, whatever you want to call it, that says thank you. And I think that just sums it up, doesn't it, really? So I am going to add that in somewhere. Let's have a look. Don't think that will come off. Oh, it will. I'm going to add it in here. And it just says thank you, quite simply. And for me, that definitely sums it up. Okay, what else do we have? We've got loads of word stickers. Not sure we need many though. Remember these things, it was a memorable day, the world is full of beautiful things. This was hard, a little round sticker, I think that would work. And I'm just going to tuck it in there, so it's not a big part of the layout, just a little part. Pulling in some flair from the Flair Hut, inspired by Vicky Boutin's print shop Flair collection. I just want to add a couple of flair. And we're not far from being done, if I'm honest. I am sticking to the sketch. I love this design. What you could do as well, if you're finding yourself wanting to use it, you could use loads of journaling space here, which I do have a photo and there was a poem that went with it, and I want to use alphas to create the whole poem and just the picture. Quite a basic layout. So maybe we'll do something with this design for that. I don't know yet. Okay. So we've got a flare there. I'm just looking for just another one to add, I think. I'm going to add, this one is a leaf. These are all from the Inspired by Print Shop Flair collection. Some of them are available separately as well, if you don't need the whole collection. There isn't that many left of the bundle. Okay, I think that's probably it. I don't feel like I need to overload the page. yeah, I think that is probably enough. I am going to add a couple more stars, so let's do that with some of these legendary. Not legendary, no limits. So we're just going to add a couple in the different colours, along with a couple from Vicky's puffy sticker sheet, like so. I'm going to add a red heart on this flare, just there. Couple of stars down here. We probably don't need as many. And let's add one of the puffies. Okay. I love these puffy stickers. I should have got two. Now I'm just going to add a couple of the dots here. I like that they've used up the waste space from the hearts and stars with the dots. It's like a 2-for-1 thing. You get the hearts, the stars and the dots, and they are gold, which is gorgeous. Let's add, I'm going to add them in a row like so. I don't do that a lot at all. I quite like doing that with Nuvo drops. I just can never get them straight, but I try. Very trying. And that's going to do it, guys. That is day 10 of 30 days of sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, and today's sketch from Brooklyn Rough. Thank you so much for the inspiration, Brooklyn. Was a fabulous sketch, and it's forced me to have some white space, and yet these are still busy areas. I think it works. Not sure about these stars now, but I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to leave it there. I will be back tomorrow for day 11. Thank you so much for watching. Happy scrapping, and until next time, bye for now.